it, no money on it. That's it. Every year I say we're quitting, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing the other, and every year we'll go bigger and better.
So Richard, we're back out with you anyway. More or less came to see you at the Maize because we've been talking about it for however long. We'd seen you down south a few years back, and Gareth and the team had called out to you then. A couple of times since then. We were with you at the slurry earlier on in the year, and we've come back to see you at the Maize because you're not really too far. Whereabouts are we right now?
You're about 1.5 miles from Hillsborough.
Aye, and this is is this your first job of the year?
Aye, yeah. We were concentrating the last few weeks on slurry and drill. Purely because the weather was that favourable. Maize crops, well, this year today is in the open, it's ready to cut, but here we didn't have probably the manpower to do slurry, drill and maize all at the same time, so we took the decision that we wouldn't start the maize until after the slurry ban came in, and we're just sort of with more manpower, more trailers, more men, and we can just sort of sit on it now steady, if you know what I mean, or well, it'll be a bit nicer than last year. Last year we were trying to drill, we were trying to do slurry, we were trying to cut maize. Maize was wet last year as well, which didn't help the whole thing. Well, today's a wee bit sticky because this ground wasn't spuds, and it sort of needs a wee rest, if you know what I mean. And that's sort of it. For a year or two.
And what we've done today, I suppose, we brought the big Smyth out, what is here on one of your blue powers, and she does look well, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, definitely, hey, looks well. Talking to Victor there, the brother's driving her, so talking to him, he says she's wild steady there. We're actually going to the south tomorrow, put a dry ground in the south tomorrow. We'll get her loaded to the strap side, see what she holds. That's sort of it.
I put her to the real test, like.
Well, some of that ground being sticky, hey, it's actually very surprising. We haven't got stuck with her yet, and that sort of it, but we've had to push a couple of trailers so far, so well, there's no pushing bar on her, which we'll have to put a chain on her. We haven't had to do that yet. The day's young.
But are you kind of thinking you might be in the market for a triaxle yourself?
We priced them last year. Just before grass this year, we purchased 2 18-ton half pipes and a 14-ton classic. And the reason we're supposed to purchase the 14-ton classic was that we were 1 ton behind the harvester in wetter ground, and 2, sort of suits a younger fella trying to learn to train with labour being harder to get. We decided that big 18-ton half pipe on 250 horsepower tractors or 200 horsepower tractors, you know, yes, young people may be able to drive, but you put them on a 16-ton classic on a smaller tractor for a day or two, when we're lifting, we'll soon be able to assess what their driving quality is. So
and it takes the pressure off, I suppose.
Yeah, and she does the wetter ground. If you're towing behind a harvester, 18 tons okay, but like I struggled last year with towing them behind the harvester. We do some hangy ground, cross hills and one thing and another. And
even up here today, I know we had a run behind while you're opening up the field that we're in right now, and of course you have one of the New Hollands there pushing from behind.
Yeah, no, it's just with the ground, either mouthy ground or hangy ground, the smaller trailer, just, I know you have to put it on more often, but it suits us, if you know what I mean, you know, that sort of way, you know.
And what do you think of the canes? Because I think when the lads called out to you first, at Maize, however long ago, you were actually running Red Rocks. Yeah,
we had Red Rocks, and we had a couple of canes at the time. We moved over all the canes. After suits us well. Like, we can lift grass in the morning, draw grain at dinner, and lift grass at night. That's the key till the hot pipe. You can suppose get a seal deal or in the Red Rock, but the weight then is down there as well. They're a wee bit lighter and one thing and another. Now I've looked at the new Red Rocks, and they do look an impressive piece of kit. The new Red Rock trailers that came on leaps and bounds. So I wouldn't say we won't go back to them, but at the moment we're happy with Kane.
When Gareth called out to you last time when he met you at your yard, you had an 870 in the shed, but you've upgraded since then to a newer 870.
Yeah, we were on a 2-year change, and we just changed the forge every 2 years, both for reliability. We upgraded that 870 to this one. Now this one's on our 3rd season, because this year we bought an 850. We were trying most of the time to run 2 outfits, so it sort of took the pressure off us, if you know what I mean. But this year one's done well, yeah. 1,500 chopping hours on her, so yeah, she's doing well. Keeps us out of the mystery.
You've actually upgraded another one to another Blue Power now.
Yeah, so we've bought another 270 Blue Power. Why? Would be the question. I don't know.
You decided you wanted another Blue Power, like?
Yeah, it looked well. The fleet looks well with Blue Power, I suppose. And one of the drivers had a 225 Blue Power, and she was a wee bit underpowered for the square baler. So we bought another 270. A wee bit funny around our place, no time to do. Everybody likes to drive their own tractor.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong. And then we have ended up then with another 230 as well. But she arrived a week or two before Balmain show, so we actually haven't took her. We left and we traded one in again, the 245. We had a 245, done very well. We have two 270s, 225, 230, 260, 245, 3 210s, 190, T6155. That's the fleet.
New Holland's through basically now.
Yeah, I suppose in a sense, you know what I mean. We get on well with Shows Burks, our local dealer, and we get on well with New Holland in general, their area sales manager. We get on well with as well. So we've built a relationship over the years, and we've stuck to them. They're sticking to us, if you know what I mean. You know.
And you know the tractors now, anyway.
Yeah. Try to keep the fleet fresh.
But how has the season been for you either way?
Brilliant. No point in complaining. Weather has been phenomenal. Harvest, cutting was a pleasure. We were very lucky. A lot of areas in Northern Ireland had it missed, and we were cutting away flat out. Yields were super. We had all new records for ourselves. So yeah, no, years went well. Can't complain. Crops are back in good. Ground sealed. Slurry's out. We even got some fifth cuts cut this year, so that was a first for us.
So that's not too bad for a man who spends 2 to 3 months in the office, is that?
No, 2 to 3, more like maybe 8 months. Well, no time. I only.
Do they only let you out for Maize, is it?
I would drive, I suppose, one of the combines. Main combine is done with a 660. Victor would cut 2/3 of it. I suppose help him out. I then drive the second forager at the silage. So. Well, it all depends whether it's this here or it's the 850. It doesn't really matter what I drive. I'll drive anything. It doesn't matter. I do cut the maize.
Is that your thing?
I like cutting maize, yeah. Yeah. Everywhere. Bought a new header last year and came home with a harvester, and Dad says, "What do you buy a new header for?" So you don't no call for him. I said, "You're right," and I kept the old one too. And he says, what do you mean you kept the old one? I says, because when we buy a second forager, we did a second maize head then as well.
always thinking
ahead.
And what do you think to the new header? Because you were telling me a little bit about her earlier.
Yeah, it's
Is she the auto contour?
Yeah, she's auto contour and 600 Rover or whatever it is. I just take the advice from the salesman, I suppose, at the end of the day. But yeah, no, it's performed well. Last year and this year, I suppose, as I say, we don't do a big pile of maize. The only thing probably we do is the maize that we're cutting is not that simple, you know.
You're still running at the 5 mil, aren't you?
Well, we're 5 mil, yeah. We're 5 mil today. I had to go to one of our digesters, and we were 5 mil tomorrow as well. Then we'll be normal chop for the beef for the farm as well. So it's a bit of everything, but yeah, no, head has went well.
She definitely leaves the stubble lovely and clean.
Yeah, no, definitely. I like leaving a nice clean stubble. I don't like these big long lanky bits and one thing or another. A couple of fields at the bottom, just a wee bit extra grass in them, so it didn't help. But
well, that's brilliant. Anyway, Richard, thanks a million for having us out, and we hope you enjoy the Smyth over the next couple of days.
We'll get the use out of it. We'll get the use out of it. We'll go back there in about a fortnight.
Once you finish up with the maize, right?
They don't say there's a couple of things that no harm. I don't even want to take 18 tons to it. I don't taking it to. Not sure why, but I know. Thank you very much, for letting us see what it's like, and well, it could open a can of worms.
Could do. Perfect. Cheers then.